There is a silent epidemic in the modern workplace. It is not laziness. It is the opposite. It is the curse of competence. We are raised on a lie. We are told that the reward for good work is promotion, money, and freedom. But in reality, the reward for good work is simply more work.
Imagine a pie-eating contest where the prize for winning is more pie. This is the economy you live in. If you are excellent at digging holes, the system will not give you the day off. The system will hand you a bigger shovel. Because you are reliable, you become the go-to person. You become the fixer. And while the incompetent employees leave at 5 p.m. to live their lives, you stay until 9 p.m. fixing their mistakes.
The smartest players in the game know a secret. To protect your energy, to protect your time, and to protect your sanity, you must occasionally pretend to be useless. This is strategic incompetence. It is the art of feigning ignorance to avoid exploitation. It is the Machiavellian power of "I don't know." In this video, we will reveal how to use selective stupidity to your advantage. We will open the declassified CIA Sabotage Manual from 1944. We will analyze the Columbo Method for gathering secrets, and we will teach you how to be brilliant at the things that matter and absolutely terrible at the things that don't. Welcome to Umbra Decode. It takes a genius to play the fool. Let's look at the economics of your labor. In a hierarchy, there's a phenomenon known as performance punishment. When you demonstrate that you are capable of handling everything, from high-level strategy to fixing the office printer, you teach the system that your time has no specific value. You become a generalist. And in the laws of power, generalists are expendable. Specialists are expensive. If you are the CEO, you should not be good at formatting spreadsheets. If you are, people stop seeing you as a visionary and start seeing you as an assistant. Every time you say yes to a low-value task because it's just easier if I do it, you are diluting your own brand. You are training your colleagues to be lazy. They think, I won't bother learning how to use this software. I'll just ask name. They love doing it. You are not being helpful. You are being used as a crutch. This leads to the bottleneck effect. Because everything goes through you, you become the single point of failure. You cannot take a vacation, you cannot get sick, you cannot get promoted because who would replace you? By being too competent, you have trapped yourself in the middle management hell. To rise, you must shed the low-value skills. You must become selectively incompetent. This is not just office theory. It is a literal weapon of war. In 1944, the OSS, the precursor to the CIA, released a manual for citizens living in enemy territory, places like Norway and France occupied by the Nazis. The goal, to destroy organizations from the inside without getting caught. How? Not with bombs, but with incompetence. Let's read from the actual manual. Instruction 1. Misunderstand orders. Ask endless questions. Instruction 2. Haggle over precise wordings of communications. Instruction 3. Refer back to matters decided upon at the last meeting and attempt to reopen the question. Instruction 4. Be pleasant to clumsy employees. Does this sound familiar? The CIA knew that a clumsy, confused, bureaucratic employee causes more damage than a spy with a gun. They slow down production. They lower morale. They waste time. And the genius of it? It is deniable. You cannot fire someone for trying their best but being a bit slow. You cannot fire someone for wanting to be thorough. This is the ultimate shield. By cloaking rebellion in the guise of stupidity, you become untouchable. If you want to stop a bad idea in your company, do not argue against it. That makes you an enemy. Instead, support it. but execute it so incompetently with so much bureaucracy that the idea dies on its own.
There's another application of incompetence: intelligence gathering. We call this the Columbo Method, named after the famous TV detective. Columbo disarmed suspects by acting like a bumbling, forgetful fool. He would say, "Oh, just one more thing. I'm confused about this." The suspects would underestimate him. They would lower their guard. They would explain things to him condescendingly. And in their arrogance, they would reveal the truth.
This is Law 21 of the 48 Laws of Power. Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem dumber than your mark. Intelligence is threatening. If you appear too sharp, people put their shields up. They watch their words. But if you appear dim-witted, harmless, and confused, people relax. They feel superior to you. And when people feel superior, they talk.
In a negotiation, try playing dumb. "I'm sorry, I don't understand these numbers. Can you explain how you got to this price again?" Force them to explain it. Often they can't, or they will reveal a contradiction. By playing the student, you force them to be the teacher, and teachers love to talk. Gather the information, use it later. Smart people try to prove they are smart. Geniuses play dumb. We must address the dark side. In relationships, this is called weaponized incompetence. This is when a partner pretends they don't know how to do a chore, like laundry, cooking, or changing a diaper, so that you will just do it for them. "I'm just so bad at loading the dishwasher. You do it so much better." This is manipulation. It is a form of gaslighting. They are not bad at the task. They are lazy. They are forcing you into the role of the parent so they can remain the child. They are outsourcing the mental load. It destroys intimacy. It builds resentment. If you use this on your spouse, you are destroying your home. However, in the corporate world, where you are a mercenary, it is a necessary survival strategy. The context determines the morality. So when should you be incompetent? You cannot fail at everything, or you will be fired. You need a decision matrix. Quadrant 1, high value, high visibility. Revenue generating, strategy. Action, be a master. Crush these tasks. This is where you build your reputation. Quadrant 2, low value, low visibility. Admin, paperwork, cleaning. Action, be incompetent. Do these tasks slowly. Make minor errors. Ask for help repeatedly. Make it painful for your boss to ask you to do these things. Eventually, they will assign them to someone else.
Remember, it is often safer to be incompetent than to be defiant. If you say, "No, I won't do that," you're difficult. If you say, "I'd love to help, but I'm terrible at this software," you are willing but unable. You keep your social capital, but you escape the trap. Strategic incompetence is not about being lazy. It is about extreme focus. The Pareto principle states that 80% of your results come from 20% of your actions. The other 80%, the busy work, the meetings, the favors, is noise. Strategic incompetence is the chisel you use to remove the noise. Let them call you clumsy. Let them call you slow. Let them underestimate you. While they are busy fixing the printer, you will be busy building the empire. Your energy is a finite resource. Guard it with your life.
To learn the rules the system tries to hide, subscribe to Umbra Decode. Play dumb, win big.